Quarterbacks here. So we got new Chandler Jones revealed for the limited coming tomorrow. Also want to talk about the 50 on Friday and go over my list. Maybe I'm gonna predict the first team for the 50 and who I think's gonna get it based off some of what we got in the second team and just general thoughts overall. So Chandler Jones and some crazy stuff happening behind me, but we're not gonna talk about that because that's ugly. All right, so Chandler Jones, 79 speed as an outside linebacker, right? He will be a lobe, so you can't put him at defensive tackle. Solid power move, solid finesse move, no block shed. We'll see, of course, tomorrow in the patch how they're gonna balance. Are they just gonna increase sheds? Will block shed play into the equation a lot more, and the difference between block shed and run block make them shed a little bit quicker? Is that how we'll stop stretch? Who knows? I guess we'll have to see what they do with that patch tomorrow, and we'll do a video on that, of course. So power move, finesse move is top tier, but the problem is I've played with players that have been chemmed up to 99 finesse move already. Have I played with a 99 power move? I don't know. Maybe just finesse. I don't know if I got anybody 99 power move. So I know I got TJ Watt to 99 finesse with pass rush, and I've actually used a couple. But anyways, so the higher stats there, they don't cause that much more pressure in my experience. It's more of the abilities that will really get you some good pressure between edge threat and double or nothing. Am I still getting fucking call? All right, I gotta throw that over there. You still getting political calls after the shit's over. So those two things is the ability base. So this card I'm looking at, and it's really nice. Obviously, higher stats do mean something as much as they should. That's up for debate. So yeah, that's nice with the power move, finesse move, but the speed, I mean, quarterbacks are slower this year without escape artist being on almost anybody's quarterback, right? People have really moved away from the Michael Vick, Lamar scrambling archetype because of how nice pocket passes are with Gunslinger this year. And, you can dot dudes up finally in this game effectively. I mean, you've been always able to dot dudes up, but it's easier this year, and escape artist isn't as powerful as it was last year. So, with that said, Chandler Jones is fine. I just prefer speed on my field. If I'm going to have stats that are pretty equal to this with power moves in the low 90s, I've sold off a lot of guys, but you can look at anybody from Derek Thomas that just came out in the most feared. We can look at top end pass rushers, Khalil Mack, Lawrence Taylor, all guys that have very similar stats there on the power move. They might have 92 power moves instead of 94, but their speed is about 8 or 9 higher, and it's a couple points of that, or somebody that can chase down running backs, right? Because Chandler Jones is literally, if you get off your block, a running back like the Reggie Bushes, the top end guys are just going to run away from you, right? I'd rather have a Javon Curse out there with his 87 speed and 91 finesse versus 94 power, 91 finesse. So, I don't know. Chandler Jones is not bad, though, right? It's not the worst thing ever. His theme teams will be New England and Arizona. So New England is really getting blessed with cards the last week or so. I know some New England fans have been complaining about how they hadn't gotten cards. Well, you just got a ton of them in a very short time. So hopefully you guys had a lot of coins built up for that theme team. Wait, all right, so my green thing. For that theme team flood you just seem to have gotten. But anyways, that's the card coming tomorrow. Let's move on to the things we want to talk about. The 50, right? The second half of the video, the hook, the analysis, the fun part versus the news. Or maybe you don't find anything fun. Maybe you're a doomist. What's the word I'm looking for? Nihilist? Do nihilists have fun? That's too philosophical for my tastes. So, the 50. We got a couple quarterbacks on the second team, couple halfbacks, 3 wide receivers, 2 tight ends, 3 linemen, couple defensive ends. Weird that they put them at both left end instead of 1 right end, 1 left end. 1 right end, 1 left end would have made too much sense, right? 1 defensive tackle, couple middle linebackers, a right outside linebacker. I will never understand who the fuck puts Derek Brooks in the top Madden 50 cards all the time. That's why, this is why predicting it is just such a fool's errand. Twitch chat was like, just do it, man. It'll be a fun video. Derek Brooks is one of no. Definitely, okay. There's a lot of other ones that I 100% see, but Derek Brooks, Hainsworth, offensive lineman. I don't know, dude. Calico was a stretch and a half, but a lot of people had a lot of good remembrances of 04 when he was a beast. All right, so let's go through mine. I'm just gonna show you the list, right? So I made a list today of the guys who are most memorable. Now, like, Michael Vick has a card, right? A lot of these guys have cards in game already. I just expect them to kind of get upgraded, right? So, like, some of these guys that already have cards, I don't know. I don't know. Larry Allen's got a card, too. Dwight Freeney, I don't know. But, like, basically, like, here are the first team. These are, like, greatest Madden players that I could think of. I put some alternates here. I think they have Charles Woodson's rights. I just think, like, Palomalu, they'll put him as, like, a series master or something, or, like, some sort of promo master, being, like, the #1 guy versus just in the 50, because he's a new card to the game this year. Although Palomalu, we had him in last year. But I just feel like Charles Woodson will, if he comes out in the game, he'll be, like, more special. But they could do anything. Really, like I said, that maybe they won't. Maybe they don't think he's that special like we think he's special. But yeah, best receivers in Madden, and then like more of a kick return type, because this guy was like the only guy at 100 speed in Madden. What Madden was that? I don't remember. Mid to late 2000s, 09, 07, 09, in there-ish. I can't remember exactly. My boomer brain's acting up. So like tight ends, I'm like, yeah, gotta be right. Madden era tight end. Maybe they could use like a gadget tight end, like, I think more Madden, right? Basically, what I was thinking when I was putting this list is I filtered a little bit of Mutt in, but what we saw with the second team is like Mutt didn't really pay that much of attention into this, right? Not many of these are traditionally like, you know, famous Mutt cards. Like over on the left, when I originally thought, when we didn't really know what the 50 was, they teased before this year, I was like, oh, they're gonna do the 50 best Mutt cards. I was completely guessing at it, right? In hindsight, 50 best Madden cards. I was close, though. I was really close. Closer than anybody else. I'm taking credit for it, because I'm a credit slut, okay? So, like, Dree Archer, Brashad Perriman, Madden 16. Great stuff. Mutt 16. Zadarius Smith, Megatron, Manziel, right? All this stuff. So, like, these are my Mutt cards. And obviously, there's a big crossover between Mutt and Madden, because the greatest players of all time, the greatest players of all time, so they get legend cards and whatnot. But, like, all right, so second team, right? This is the second team down here. These are the cards that already happened. Wide receivers. I mean, you know, can't really argue with those being like the top Madden wide receivers of all time, right? And then a kick returner. Wait, I spelled Peyton right? Why does that look weird to me right now? Walter Payton with an E. It's with an A, you idiot. God dang it. Freaking streamer, YouTuber. Much better. And then like I put Eric Dickerson over here. Like he's good, but I think these guys would be better. So like maybe they don't do Bo Jackson because we already have one. But Bo Jackson's like the #1, you know, Tecmo Super Bowl, I guess, more than Madden running back of all time. Tight ends, I went through there. I like forced out 3 linemen. I mean, it just doesn't make sense that linemen are in the top Madden cards all time. It's just like it's the first team. So I just Control C, Control V from like I just had 3 of them. Because there was 3 of them last one. We can maybe get more linemen, sadly. Maybe they'll do a center, right guard, and a right tackle. Because we got these guys on the first team. I don't know why they put 2 left tackles, so I put 2 left tackles. Jared Allen, Dwight Freeney. I mean, they were beasts in Madden in the past, right? Even Dwight Freeney and Mutt, like 25 was a beast. Warren Sapp, he had the height of his career during, you know, Madden when that was at its height too. So I think Warren Sapp's a pretty nice choice for DT. Peppers, Barr, tall linebackers, Lawrence Taylor, pass rushing. He might get like, I think like Lawrence Taylor and Michael Vick might be one of the last 50 cards to come out because they get like an early legend. So like they'll get like a 95 overall 50 card. Maybe like, well, I don't know when it ends, December-ish. Ray Lewis basically has to be here. The cornerback was tough because there was like 8 corners I could have given it to. Rod Woodson already got a card, so I'm gonna count him out. But like any one of these 7 then could totally get a Madden 50 card. There's nothing, maybe Rod Woodson, I shouldn't count him out because they could upgrade him near the end of the promo too, but I don't know. Charles Woodson, that's why I felt like Charles Woodson would be like a shoe-in if I didn't think he was going to get a bigger card, like a promo master card, because it's his first year back in the game. And then the free safety, strong safety, Reed and Lott. I don't know who I'd use at strong safety over Lott for like best Madden card of all time. They already did Taylor Mays at strong safety for the second team. Who's like who I think of first when I think of God tier Madden safeties. That like, you know, Madden safeties. Troy Apke could be there. But yeah, that's my list for the Madden 50 first team. We'll see how accurate I am. Like if I go through my list from just Mutt players, we'll see what we got in the 50 so far. We got one. He had a different card. We got Favre. We got 2. Why isn't Jadeveon Clowney in game yet? I still don't understand that. We got a legend. Harold Carmichael got a legend card. Shaz got a card in the 50. Sherman just got a most feared card, so he won't be in the 50. Cam Chancellor could be a Madden 50 card. If they don't do a lot, it's gonna be Chancellor, right? Alden Smith. That was got Revis. Hopefully we get him. Willis, we got a 50 card, so that one's correct. Yeah, I don't know. Do I have 2 Barry Sanders on my list? I do. I put this together in like 30 minutes. Vernon Davis I got on the list. I misspelled Walter Payton here too. Terrible. Maybe that's where I copy and pasted it from. But yeah, so I didn't get many from my Mutt 50 card into Madden 50 cards. But basically, if you dominated in the mid to late 2000s, when I think a lot of the guys that got hired on the Madden staff were playing Madden a lot, they don't play Madden anymore. Now that they have to do it on a daily basis, it's their job. They lost that love for the game so long ago, right? They got burned out. Corporate America did it to them. So that's why like people that are hired in the last 5 years, they don't play Madden no more. They don't care about the game. So I guess these more Mutt focused guys that like really took off the last 5 years, it was a mistake. It was from like when they played it in the late 2000s, early teens, before they got hired into EA. It's kind of where I focused on for my list then. But anyways, let me know what you guys think. Who do you want to see in the 50? Let me know. Our limited tomorrow. Who knows? What's nice about I think the best thing about this Chandler Jones card is that I don't really care for him, so I'm not going to get him. Like this, there's no reason for me to buy my team for that limited time card, right? No reason. I have no interest in using that Chandler, and that's the one they advertised. I mean, the limited tomorrow can't be worse than that, right? That's got to be like what they're advertising the worst of the two, which is strange to me. Their marketing scam, because like there's no reason unless it's a lineman tomorrow, offensive lineman. I mean, yikes. At least I don't care about him. All right. Thanks for watching Call to Action. See you tomorrow. Hopefully we get a good patch.